Hey there, welcome to day number 364 of the GeoJesser YouTube channel. Tomorrow is my channel-versary, and we will be having a celebratory stream. It will be at 3 p.m. Pacific on the 26th of March, 2023. I have already scheduled it, so it should show up in your time zone if you go to my channel page. And I will also, of course, be announcing it on Discord, so if you are not on Discord or you're not on Puzzle Plaza on Discord, come check us out. There's an invite link in the description, and you can come to the GeoJesser discussion channel to hang out over there with us. Did not, unfortunately, make it to my goal of 1,000 subscribers by 1 year, but we are at 973, so we got pretty close. So thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed recently, who were there with me from the beginning. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a wild ride. I'm going to keep going. This isn't the end. This is just a milestone to mark, so that'll be fun. But yeah, if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that button. Hit the bell to be notified when new videos come out. I do at least 2 videos a day, but they come out somewhat erratically because it depends on my work schedule, family obligations, laziness, to be honest. But there are always at least 2. So you can look for those. They're often quite short. Sometimes they are literally shorts. Most of the time they're literally shorts. So not asking a lot of your time, just a little of your attention. So I appreciate it. And otherwise, let's get right to it. I'm gonna play some different stuff today. I was introduced yesterday to a game called Chronoline by my brother, Ransk, and Scott Strasolves apparently also played it. And he introduced it to me, and I was like, ooh, this looks like fun, so we're going to play that one. We're going to play Crissle Crossle, Warmle, Crosswordle, and then, since I haven't done them today with my son, I thought we'd do 2 geography games, Worldle and Flagle. Some of you ask for those occasionally, and normally I play those with my 9-year-old. He is a geography genius. The kid is incredible, and we enjoy playing those together. But since we haven't done them yet today, I thought I'd do them for my video. So let's get to it. So I was introduced to this game Chronoline yesterday by my brother Ransk. He and Scott Strasolves apparently both played it yesterday. I did not see those videos, but I did try it a few times around with my son, and it was a lot of fun. So I thought I'd play it for my video today. This is not the daily. This is just a random free play game. This is the history where you order events on a timeline. There's also a daily challenge, which I have already done. Apparently it's whatever one I did last night is still there, so that was kind of silly. And then there's also ones that you do by famous historical people's birth dates. So we're going to do the history one and see how we go. Basically, you just have to place each event in order, either before or after or in between ones that you have already got, and you get 5 misses before you lose, and you just have to get 10 correct. So it's pretty forgiving. So we're started off with the Battle of Lincoln in 1217, and it wants to know if the Norman conquest of England was before or after that, and I know it was before because it was in 1066. Boom. The Peasants' Revolt, that was, I believe, just after the Black Death in the 14th century, yeah, 1381. Marco Polo went to China, not too much in a different, well, it was in the 14th century, but I think it was before that. Oh, in fact, it was in the 13th century. Sometimes they're real close together, and it's like, well, I don't know. I think we know the exact date of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Vesuvius, well, that was prior to a lot of other things, so we'll put that over there in 79. The Great Wall of China completed. I don't know. It took a very long time to build. I'm going to guess it's between Vesuvius and the Norman conquest. That's a 1,000-year span. Wrong. Oh, it was before that. That was not a very good show. Oops. The first city in Mesopotamia. I'm going to say that's before everything else. Pretty obvious. The election of Pope Celestine V. I do not know who that is. I'm going to go with pre-Norman conquest. Wrong. 1294. Oh, okay. Well, the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand kicked off World War I in 1914, so I know when that was. The discovery of America. You mean the discovery of America by Europeans, since there were already people in America when he got there. But anyway, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Well, that's going to be somewhere in between the first city and Mount Vesuvius. Got a bit of a range there. And the first writing systems are around the same time as the first cities. I'll put it here. Nice. All right, that went pretty well. I actually have done better in previous ones. Should we try the other one? Let's do the other one too. So we'll do the famous characters. And that was a previous game. So here we go. Joan of Arc in 1412. Was Eleanor of Aquitaine older than Joan of Arc? She sure was. Much older. I don't think they knew each other. Ooh, Mansa Musa. You know who Mansa Musa is? He is considered the richest person ever to have lived. And he was from Africa. Fascinating guy. Anyway, he was in the 14th century, if I'm right. 13th century. Okay. Karl Marx, well, he's definitely younger than Joan of Arc. Rosa Parks is younger than Karl Marx. Wu Zetian. Zetian? I don't know who that is. I rue my lack of education in some of Asian history here, but let's see. Wu Zetian. Let's go before Mansa Musa. Oh, before Eleanor of Aquitaine even. Oh, well. Francis Drake. Well, we've got this nice span here between Joan of Arc and Karl Marx, and he's going to go in there somewhere. 1540. Plato is definitely older than Eleanor of Aquitaine. I love how they just have negative, like BCE. Shakespeare was during Elizabeth II's reign, so right in there. Pablo Picasso is actually, he was still alive in the 1970s, so we're going to stick him right there. Elizabeth II is 1929, if I'm not mistaken. 26, okay. And Marie Antoinette, well, she was killed in the French Revolution, so she probably is between Shakespeare and Karl Marx here. There you go. All right, so some of it's reasoning, some of it's you happen to know, and some of it's a good guess or a bad guess. But anyway, I like that game. There's, as always, going to be a link in the description if you want to try it out yourself. But yeah, that one's fun because it's sort of geography and history, some of my favorite things. So let's move on to Crissle Crossle, which we have played before. And Crissle Crossle, I'll go through it real quickly. Let's start with... Ooh, what should we start with? We can do anything we want. Gosh. How about years for it being 1 year? Okay, so what it does is it gives you Worldle-like clues, green and yellows, mean the same thing as in Worldle, but they also give you this misleading blue clue, and the blue clue, the blue clue, or the blue word, I should say, it's pretending to be an answer, and what it does is it gives you clues in your guess that may relate to the blue word or to the answer word or both. So for example, this yellow E, if plume were the answer, I'd have a yellow E. And so I can't know if there's really an E in the solution. However, there's no R in plume, and it did give me a yellow R, so I know that there is an R in the solution. That's all it really means. I know some people have trouble comprehending, and it's a little bit hard to explain, so that's understandable, but once you kind of realize it's in the genre of the misleading and liar type games. So it's never lying about a clue, it's just not clear necessarily which word the clue relates to. So since I know I have an R, let's keep the R around. And let's try the E again to see if we do have an E or not. So how about crimp? Okay, I did not use an E in the end. Oops. But I got 3 yellows. There's an I in until, so I don't know about the I, but the C and the R are true. There is a C and an R in the answer, and the R is not second either. Let's see. Wonder if it's like C-E-R at the end. Let's try that. How about, I don't know what that would be, actually. I don't think, Ricer? Ricer would work. Okay, there's no E or I. And here we can see that the C and the R are green, and they would not be green in crust. So the C and the R are placed correctly. This R, however, could be relating to this. So I don't know if there are 2 R's. There probably aren't. aren't. But I do need a vowel. Those are useful. So let's try... I guess we need an O and or a U. Strange. I was thinking like, oh, occur. That works. Yeah, there we go. It's like there can't possibly be very many options. Nice. All right, so that's Crissle Crossle. Let's play Warmle. So in Warmle, you're given clues that relate to where the answer letter, where the answer letter is in the alphabet as opposed to where it is in the word, or whether it is in the word. So here, yellow means that it's within 3 in the alphabet of the correct letter. So the correct letter in the third slot is one of these yellow letters here. It's starting us with pulvuv. Pulvuv. That's funny. I don't know. It always starts with a nonsense word in this game. I don't actually understand why, but it's funny, so I don't mind. Let's try D-O-N-O-R. Why not? Okay, well, we've narrowed it down. How about B-L-I... where does this go next? Don't think it goes anywhere. All right, how about glide? Okay. So we can go over here. What do we end with? A line? No. Oh, I was not sure I had it there. Okay. Click. There we go. I usually get it in 3. It's unusual for it to take me that many. It was a strange solve. Okay, let's play Crosswordle. So in Crosswordle, we're essentially working our way backward through an imaginary solve here. So it's starting as the answer was cause, and how did we get there? So any information we already have from a previous guess we have to use as we go down, but since we're going backward, we know that the A, U, and E have to be in those spots, and up here I know the E has to be here, and I don't have any choice but to use the U and the A there. And then here I have to use, this has to be E and this has to be A. But other than that, I don't know much. So let's do, I can't use S or C. How about mauve? And then quake. And what would this be? Amoeba? I can't use A there because I know that the A was green later. Oh, I couldn't use the M anyway. What works here? What? I like amoeba too. That's too bad. Uh, that's so weird. Worth a try. There's nothing that fits here. Freya. Surely Freffa is a word.
I got that one in a minute 30.
Really?
Yeah, I started it just as you did.
I don't think there's any other options.
I mean, I finished the whole thing.
That's impressive. Why can't I think of a word that fits here?
Much, much, much later.
I feel very silly that I can't think of something that fits here. Omega? Omega's a word, but then I'd have to use something else here. Apparently fauve is a word. Okay, we'll take it. Now I can't use any of the letters I've already used. So let's do... Hey, it accepts it. Oh, wait, I don't have any vowels left. That won't work then. How do I... Oh, I don't want to do... That's problematic. Okay, so if I do... I can't do lymph or glyph. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can do... No, I can't do lymph because I used it in omega.
346 minutes later.
No, I can do trill, but I still need something that only uses a Y. Actually, I wonder if I can do Riley, and then I don't know. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Worth a try. Dinth, pinth, zinth, ninth. There we go. Wow, I usually solve that much faster. 5 minutes is almost 6 minutes. That's embarrassing. That's okay. All right, let's see how I can do with Worldle without my 9-year-old to help me. Oh, well, they're throwing me a bone here. That's really easy. It's clearly Russia. Russia. Hello, Russia. I thought I clicked it. Okay, that went really well. There we go. All right, let's play Flagle, in which we guess a flag, which sometimes I do very well at and often do very poorly, but we will start with Russia. Okay, it is almost 5,000 kilometers southwest of Russia, and it has red. That doesn't narrow it down very much. A lot of flags have red. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Let's see. How about Monaco? No, 1,200 kilometers northeast of Monaco. I don't know where it's measuring from. Like, I don't think it's the border. Austria? It's got to be Poland then. See, I wouldn't think of Poland as being 5,000 kilometers from Russia. It borders it. So it must be like from the center, but that's confusing. I was like, well, I'm like guessing all the red and white flags I can think of. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for joining me today. A special shout out to my patrons on Patreon. If you're interested in supporting me in that way, you can find me at patreon.com/GeoJesser. And you can support me for as little as $1 a month. You get access to some bonus features and the satisfaction of knowing you are supporting one of your favorite content creators. Special shout out to my Explorer tier patron, Shannon, who's been supporting me for a long time now, and that's only $5 a month, and you get special treatment in that I will take your word suggestions and other thoughts into consideration ahead of everybody else. And there's also additional special content on my Patreon for Explorer tier patrons. Don't forget to come join me on my stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's California time. 26th of March, Sunday. It's scheduled, so you can find it in your time zone there, and I will also be announcing it on Discord, as I mentioned. So I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow for all sorts of fun stuff. Bye for now.